All right, we're live here at the Max Bell Arena, just getting ready for game time. Raiders taking on the Calgary Fire for the first time this season. Ali Kieran to start in net for the Raiders, along with Raquel Ingram, Lauren Yonker, Trotter, Leduc, and Wilcher. All right, we're just about ready for puck drop. 20 minutes on the score clock. Zeros on the scoreboard. Get underway here. Jessica Flagel in net for the Calgary Fire. And again, your Ingram line out there with Trotter and Yonker. Off the first top. Line. She goes back into her own zone. Takes it out of the gathered at their own blue line. D to pass. They go up the boards. And it comes in the corner. She goes D to D for and Ingram that up. But back in come the Fire, and they dump it in deep. Yonker and Trotter dispossess the Fire player, and in there's Duke. She gets it over to Trotter. Trotter skates it up, gets it up off the half boards. Looks like Matthews right there. Matthews has got it along the half boards, getting bothered by a couple of Fire players. But a great play there by Kurlock, and Kurlock sends it in deep. She trips over the line, and Flagel plays it in behind the net. And on the forecheck now is Kurlock. Borbandy in on the pinch. Low covering off at the point. Does a good job. Keeps it in. Gets it back to the point for Abby Borbandy. Borbandy fires a shot in. That goes wide. And Welby's in there now. Welby out there with Kurlock and Low. Low gets a stick on that outlet pass. Gets it back to the line. Elliott tries a shot. That gets blocked. Fire takes over and they flip it all the way down. That's going to be icing. 18:31 to go here in the first period. Borbandy out on the draw. She's out there with McLeod and looks like Welby. Borbandy loses control of that puck, but gathers it back in her own zone, gets it over to McLeod. She loses the handle on that, and the Fire take over. Flip back in. Goes into the corner. Elliott's going in on not tracking on that one. Fire have it in behind the net. Right out in front with a pad save. First shot of the game goes to the Fire. Skating it out is out. And that's going to be offside. Here on the dump in. 17:50 to go now. Shots 1-0 for the Fire. Leduc settles in for this shot. She's out there with Emma Dixon and Haley Eason. Yonker gets it up. Dump back into the blue line. And then on the forecheck now go the Fire or the Raiders. Dixon in there. She's got it in the corner, battling hard. Eason and Leduc. Fire just contented up center and Yonker controls. She turns, goes in deep. Will go on a change. Long pass, good outlet pass, and the Fire enter the Raider zone, but a good stick check by Yonker. Yonker skates it back in. She's getting bothered, tries to come in deep, and gets it into the corner. She gets it right out in front. Oh, Wilcher just couldn't find the handle on that. And there's going to be a penalty on that, and it looks like it's a hook. That's why Wilcher couldn't get the handle on it.
Pretty good.
Yakachuk goes for 2 minutes for hooking, and the Raiders go on the first power play of the game. Borbandi, McLeod, and Welby out there with Trotter and Borbandi. Fire take control of that, but can't get it out. Comes to the point. Comes over to Trotter. Trotter back to Borbandi. Borbandi gets it over to Borbandi. Back to Borbandi. 3 passes, Borbandi. A shot comes through, and Flagel puts a glove over it, and we'll have a face-off deep in the Flames, in the Fire territory with 1:39 to go in the. Borbandi settles in to take this draw. She pushes it into the corner. LaPlante has it, but that one gets in behind the net. Good battle in behind the net. Comes free. Abby Borbandi takes control. She dumps it on the half boards. LaPlante and Welby battle it on the half boards. Abby Borbandi gets it back to the point for Trotter. Trotter's going to fire one through. Comes to Kaya Borbandi, back to Trotter. Trotter has it. Over to Borbandi. Borbandi's right in the slot. Why don't you shoot that? Goes in behind the net. McLeod has it. She leaves it there for Welby. Welby's got it. Over to McLeod here in the corner. McLeod gets a shot with less than a minute to go now in the Fire penalty. Right into the slot for Welby, but she loses the handle on it. And it looks like Benko's going to skate it out here. Nope. Nelson's going to skate it out for the Fire. She pushes it in, and Allie gets trucked over. Skated right into the goalie. That's going to be offside. .28 seconds to go now in the penalty. 15:22 in the second period. Elliott now with the puck. She's got it at her own blue line. Makes a nice pass and dumps it into the zone for Ingram, or Eason. Eason gets it to the line. It's come out into the neutral ice zone. Santos has it. She flips it in deep and goes on the chase with 10 seconds to go in the power play. Elliott tries to keep it in. Will does a good job to get a stick on that. It's along the half boards down here. And Elliott gets it back at the point. She fires a shot through, a hard wrist shot from the point. Missed the target though. Santos does a good job on the pinch. She has it along the half boards on the far side. Fire come away with that. And they're going to skate it out, chip it up. But Santos deep dumps it back in, and Wilcher now goes in on the fourth. And the Fire try to skate this one out. And they get it to the Raiders line where Yonker takes control. She gets it to Wilcher. Wilcher makes a pass. And that's going to be offside. 14:25 to go here in the first period. Shots 2-1 in favor of the Fire. Raiders win that face-off. Yonker has it. She skates it up to the blue line, puts it into the neutralized zone, and that's where Leduc's going to take control of it. She tried to enter the zone, but got checked. Trotter does a good job there. She goes back to retrieve the puck. Takes a couple of slashes, makes a turn. And Yonker has it. She chips it up. She pushed down. No penalty there. Could have been interference and low forecheck. Zone comes back in offside. She puts it over into the corner. No one was there. Couldn't get it out. Yonker finds it again. Comes into the slot. Shot. And the Raiders are going to take a penalty. It's like a slash. Play of the game at 13:16 of the first. Back to line, but not out. LaPlante fires wide for the Fire. Stick, and the Raiders take advantage and dump it all the way down the ice. Flag allowed to play it. She sets it up for her D. Fire skated out of their own zone. This looks like LaPlante skate. Makes a pass. Comes to center, and that gets dumped back in right to the Raiders, and they are content to dump it down. Giveaway there. Dumped it back in deep. Lowe and Leduc out there right now. And it looks like Yonker and Trotter have come out to kill the rest of the penalty. That comes to the blue line, hits the linesman, and the Raiders take control. And Trotter's going to take advantage of that and get it all. 47 seconds. Fire gain control of that puck though and get it back to the point. Slap pass comes in front. Ali does a good job to poke that one away, and she covers up. And Yonker keeps the front of the net clear. 28 seconds to go with 11:44 in the period. Poor Bandy already standing up, ready to get out of the box. Poor Bandy content to dump it all the way down the ice. And the Fire will regroup in their own zone, but in on a good forecheck. Looks like Ingram. Raquel Ingram in on the forecheck, wasting the last bits of his power play with 10 seconds to go. Looks like the Raiders will kill this one off. One last rush for the Fire, and they'll enter the zone. Nelson dumps that in. And Abby Borbani fires it all the way up. Goes into the corner and in behind the net. Hobbs has it for the Fire. She gets checked off. Looks like Elliott's going to go take a body checking penalty. Right after we kill one off, we're going to get a second. Elliott Hobbs off into the corner and push. It's going to be 2 minutes for body contact. Calling it hooking, apparently. Leduc out to kill this. Comes right into the slot. Hobbs gets a shot away. Ali stops out with the glove, spills a rebound, but That gets dumped out. 10:53 to go here in the first period. Flag will force to stop that one. That should be a shot on net. 1:44 to go now in the penalty. Fire skate at the line. Get it up to center for Wiltsey. Wiltsey comes into the zone. Tries a shot. Doesn't get there. Yonker gets it off the glass. Gets it out into the neutralized zone. And the Fire will regroup. Mishandle that puck, and Santos now has it. She's going to go for a little skate. Pass it over to Yonker. Yonker is going to fire that one the length of the ice. That one goes all the way around the boards. Looks like Leduc's Johnny on the spot for a rebound. Or for the forecheck. Up behind their own net. Skating it up. Cross ice pass. Borbandi has that off the boards. Get it out into the neutralized zone. All the way back down into the other zone with 48 seconds to go. Borbandi in on the forecheck, doing a good job to dispossess the puck there. And she now has it in the corner. And the back to the net and regroup. 37 seconds to go to Elliott. No shot so far in this power play. But now they get set up on the half boards. Gets it back to the point. Over to the near side, LaPlante through traffic. Alley makes a save, spills that into the corner. Trotter has it in behind the net. Trotter doing a good job of keeping that puck there. And she's going to try and get it out. Well, that's going to be the end of that penalty. Plante keeps it in at the line. That comes over. Oh. Tried to get it over to it looked like. LaPlante has it back. She rims that around the board. Can't get it out. And it comes right back in. And the Raiders now are going to skate it out. Borbandi. That one gets blocked. Comes back into the neutralized zone. And gets dumped back in. And the Fire take. But she lost her way. Gets a shot away, that goes wide. Back to the point. Santos fires one through traffic and a tip, that just goes wide. Raiders now with some pressure, another shot, that gets blocked. Comes up the half boards and kept right in. Curlock dumps that in. And in on it's Leduc. Leduc shoves her man off. And the Raiders turn the puck over and get it back. Right back to the point. Dump back in here by Yonker. Yonker gets in the corner. And the Fire now get it on the half boards and are content to dump it out. And it's going to be a little bit of a 2-on-1. Yonker now back, and she manages to get that. And now takes control of it. Tries a stretch pass to McLeod. Just missed McLeod, and now the Fire enter the zone. Shot comes in, Alley swallows that rebound up. 5-1 the shot, 7:21 to go here in the first period. Face-off coming up to the right of Kieran. Borbandi getting kicked out. McLeod comes in to take the draw. Raiders win that, but can't get it by the pinching defenseman. Comes right into the slot. And there's Borbandi to take control of that puck. In behind the net, Elliott has it. She gets it up on the half boards. Welby tries to chip it up and get it out. Good job on the pinch. And there's Borbandi to get it out into the center ice zone. And Noonan takes control for the Fire. She skates into the zone. She dumps it in behind the net. Comes back to the line. Shot, gets through, but it gets blocked, and Welby clears into the half boards. Elliott takes control now back in behind her net. And that's going to be icing. 5-1, favor of the Fire. Leduc wins that draw. She gets it back. Trotter has it. She puts it off the boards for Leduc. Leduc reverses it for Yonker. Yonker couldn't get a stick on it. Fire take control in the corner. Hobbs has the puck. Tries a shot. That gets blocked. Pushed off into the corner. And Ingram's there to cause some trouble up on the half boards. She gets it up and gets it out into the center ice zone where Hobbs controls it for the Fire. For Trotter. Did a good job of standing up Wiltsey right at the line. That was roughing. What's that penalty? What's this penalty? Charging? 2 minutes for charging. She didn't even skate. It's body contact for sure. First time I've seen a charging penalty called in the neutral zone. They're going their third power play. Score. Shot. 6 for the Fire. Third power play. Score. Shot. And at 5:47, the Fire go up on a power play goal, 1-0. But we can't keep giving them power play opportunities. 3 power plays here in the first period, and the Fire are 1 for 3. Kept in at the line there by Elliott. And then the forecheck goes low. Poor Bandy keeps it in. Jordan Matthews now in on the forecheck. Kindy Lundell from Holt. And tipped in front, just wide by Matthews, and in goes Dixon. Dixon's got the puck on the half boards. And the Fire control it, and they're going to skate out. Benko coming into the slot, tries to get a shot away. That goes wide. And off onto the half boards. Eason has it in her feet. And Leduc skates away with it, and we're getting a penalty. I'm not quite sure. Holding. Elliott goes back to the box. Elbowing. Oh. Offsetting penalties. Norrie goes for 2 for elbowing. Elliott goes for 2 for holding. No? Oh. Apparently that's a call-up. Either way, 17 for elbowing and Elliott for holding. And we'll play 5-on-5, 4:39 to go here in the first period. Shot comes across, that one gets blocked and goes into the corner. The Fire still control. They cycle that back in behind the net. Comes out front, no one there. And Eason blocks off her man, and Ali's going to soak up that rebound, catches it on the fly, and we're going to have a face-off with 4:21 to go. Scramble draw. Raiders win that. Trotter gets it on the boards. Welby tries to get it out. Fire take control in the corner. Yonker in there, doing a good job. She gets hooked. No call. Fire take control. That one comes right back out in the slot off a block. And Yonker loses the handle on it. Comes right back to the point. Comes out into the center ice zone. Fiala takes control and gets it to LaPlante. LaPlante puts it up and into traffic. And Welby takes control of it. And the penalty coming up now. Delayed penalty as Alley goes to the bench for the extra attacker. The Raiders will go on a power play. Two minutes for cross. Olivia Sutton was the call-up that got the penalty. Borbandy Wilcher out there along with Ingram. Borbandy wins that draw, gets it back to the point. Along the half boards to Ingram. D to Borbandy. Borbandy has it. She gets it over. Shot through traffic, no one in front. Raiders take control on the half boards and get into the corner. Back to the point. Borbandy has it. She gets it onto the half boards. Wilcher set it up for a shot. That one gets blocked in front. Comes right back to Borbandy. Borbandy has it. She's got it on the half boards. Gets it back to Santos at the point. Santos throws one through traffic. And there's a big whack-a-thon in front. Big scramble in front. And Flegel comes in, and now there's a big hassle out in front. 2:40 to go here. In the first period, Wilcher in there along with Borbandy and Ingram. Leduc, Lowe, and McLeod out now. We're going to have offsetting penalties here. Holt and Ingram going 2 minutes each for roughing. Head contact. 2 minutes each for head contact. In coincidental minors. Raiders continue to be on the power play. 2:40 to go here in the first period, 1:19 to go in the power play. Shots are 7-1. I could have sworn that was a shot, but they're not counting this one. Trotter keeps it in on a good pinch. Leduc has it down in the corner. She now gets it back on the half boards, gets it back to the point for Trotter. Trotter goes over to Leduc. Leduc has it. Shot through traffic. Gets a toe on it, goes wide. Back to Trotter. Trotter tries one through traffic and that gets blocked. Leduc now has it. Leduc and Trotter on the boards, keeping it in there. Jordan Matthews going to skate away with this. She pushes it back to Leduc. Leduc tries to get it in the corner, comes right out in front. Shot, that one goes wide. And that one goes all the way down the ice. And Yonker's going to have to take control of this. She puts that one up. Comes back into their own zone, and Trotter's going to regroup. She cycles against pressure, gets it up on the half boards. And in goes Eason. Haley Eason in on the puck. She's got it in the corner. She turns, loses an edge. Comes right out in front. Oh, and Elliott just about had that one. 4 seconds to go in the penalty, and this should do it. 1:22 to go in the period. Fire up 1-0. Elliott now has it. Fires a nice pass up into the neutralized zone. And in comes Kurlock. Kurlock's going to cycle. Pressure now by the Fire, and they get it up. Nelson has it. She puts one out in the middle of the ice, and that was a little late for that one. Fire have it. Borbandy pushes her man off. Fire control it. They get it back to the point. And McLeod does a good job of keeping with that puck. She now has it. She's going to cycle back against some pressure. Puts it back in behind the net for Borbandy. Borbandy has it. Tries to pass off the back of the net to herself, and now she regains control. She's going to circle back at the half boards. McLeod has it now. She falls, but gets a shot off, and that gets blocked by her own player, and the Fire now skated out. Noonan comes to the line. She's going to send one in, and Allie's going to have to cover that one up. 13.7 seconds to go. Shots are 8-1. Coincidental minors over now. Raiders win that draw. Yonker puts it back. 10 seconds to go. That one gets whistled up over top of the net. Didn't miss by much. And that should do it for the period as it's in the neutral ice zone with 2 seconds to go. Fire with a power play goal. Take a 1-0 lead into the first intermission. We'll take a break. And we'll regain at the end of the period. All right, we got about a minute to go before the start of the second period. Officials are back in the ice, getting the net set up, and we'll be getting ready to go. And here come the Raiders.
Western raffle tickets for sale on top of the Northeast Thoroughfare beside the bank machine. $10 each for a chance to win 2 round-trip tickets anywhere Western flies.
All right, Leduc, Wiltshire, and Ingram out to start for the Raiders. Trotter and Yonker out there. Scramble draw. Fire get it, dump it to the line. Trotter controls it. Leduc goes D to Yonker. Yonker puts it up off the half boards to Wiltshire. She has it in her skates. Gets it over to Trotter. Trotter's going to skate it out. She gets to center and Wiltshire and Trotter battling back in there. Wiltshire's got it. Doing a good job behind the net. On with Trotter. That one's loose. On the Fire come away with that puck and out skates Wiltsey for the Fire. She gets the line, dumps it in deep, and that's going to be icing. Didn't make it to center. 19-13 to go here in the second period. Face-off coming up in the Fire zone. Kurlock wins that draw, gets it back to the point, gets it over to Elliott. Elliott fires one through traffic, and that gets blocked. Comes to the neutralized zone. Gets dumped back in. LaPlante for the Fire, takes control of it, puts it off the boards. Kurlock intercepts that. Matthews goes to the front of the net. Lowe has the puck on the half boards. But the Fire come away with the puck. They dump it in deep. That gets blocked by Borbandy, and that gets dumped back into the Fire zone. No icing on that. LaPlante's going to have to go back with 18:39 to go here in the second period. Tipped into center. Borbandy tries to chip it by Benko. Benko has it now for the Fire. Comes out in front, comes to LaPlante. LaPlante fires one through traffic. That gets blocked into the corner by Borbandy. She now carries it. She's going to skate it out. McLeod now has it. She tries to move at the line. Doesn't get it through, and Crooks has a mini breakaway. Santos goes back, does a good job of back checking, and pushes that into the corner. Crooks gets it to the point, though. And goes back in behind the net, and Santos is going to control it for the Raiders. She gets it to McLeod. McLeod dumps it back in for Santos. Santos to McLeod. McLeod tries to get one up to Welby, and that one gets off a stick and back to the point. Kaya Borbandy gets it along the half boards. Welby now has it. She gets to the line but not out. That one's blocked. And finally, McLeod's going to chip it up. 2-on-1 coming up. McLeod going in. She fires one, and that's saved. Pushed to the corner. Good shot by McLeod. Fires one through traffic. Flagel steers out to the corner. Fire get into the center of the ice and get it. But a good pinch there by Trotter keeps it in. In comes Eason. Eason fires one in. Oh, a good try there. And another good save by Flagel. Back to the point to Trotter. Trotter's going to skate it in. Tries to get one through traffic. A lot of traffic in front. Eason now working in on the boards along with Dixon. Dixon gets knocked down, but Leduc comes away with the puck. She's got it in behind the net. Dixon takes control, gets it to the point for Trotter. Trotter's got it. Fires one through traffic. That one goes in, and they score! Dixon puts away a rebound. Trotter doing a good job of just firing one towards the net. And the Raiders tie the game up at 1. 16-41. Flurry of 4 shots there. Trotter doing a good job of just firing one towards the net. Sorry, I missed the replay on that, guys. So, time of that goal, 16:41 of the second period. Raiders skated out of their zone, get it to center, and that's going down. That could be icing. And it is icing. Waved off about 4 of those this game, and they call that one. 8-5 the shots now. 1-1 on the scoreboard. Kurlock settles in for the draw. Neff has it back at the point for the Fire. Elliott back into control, back in behind her net. She goes over to Borbandy. Up the half boards to Wiltshire. She's got to put it back in. And Elliott's got it back in behind the net. She goes around the horn. Ingram's got it in the corner, loses control. But Kurlock's going to settle it right out in front of her net. She had to be careful as there's a Fire player right on her. Wiltshire's going to skate it up. She gets it out to center. Now it gets dumped in. Wholesale line change. Gets it up to Hobbs. She tips it in. And back goes Yonker. The Yonker sisters are playing against each other for the first time today in their hockey careers. It's Jessica for the Fire and Lauren for the Raiders. Hobbs tries to knock that down at center, but looks like Yonker takes control. She chips it in. That's going to be a penalty, and that's interference. Yonker's still down. Hopefully she'll be okay. Ooh, looks like she might stretched her hip out on that one. But the Raiders are going to go on their third power play of the game. 15-11 to go. Number 9 took that penalty for the Fire. And Borbandy's out, takes that draw, wins it. She takes control of it, goes back in behind the net. Borbandy gets back to the point for Borbandy. All the way across, telegraphed that one a little bit. And Trotter has to be on her horse here. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. That's got to be 5. Second time.
That's 2.
McKinley Nelson, second time she's bowled over the goalie. 2 minutes. Goalie interference. Two-man advantage for 142. Sorry for yelling. Do not like that kind of play. Raiders get control of that. McLeod's got on the half board. She gets it over to Trotter's got it. Tried to get that through traffic, and that goes all the way down the ice. Keep your eyes open, ref. 1:22 to go in the first penalty, 1:38 to go in the second. Borbandy has it. To Trotter. Trotter now puts it up. Welby has it. puts one through traffic, and McLeod's got it in the corner. She goes to Welby. Welby loses the handle on it. Good pinch there by Santos, but it gets out into the center ice zone, and Leduc's got a head of steam. She's going to enter the zone, and that's offside at the line. 47 seconds to go in the two-man advantage, 1:06 to go here in the second power play. Shots are 9-5, 13:57 to go here in the second period, and a 1-all game. Leduc can take this draw. She's going to settle in. She wins that draw, gets it back. Santos has it to Elliott. Elliott makes a nice play to Dixon. Dixon lost the handle at the line, though. Comes in. Eason has it. Dixon forced it across the other line. And that one goes all the way down. Allie's going to come out and play that one. She puts it to Elliott. Elliott settles back behind her net. She's going to skate it out. Hits Dixon in stride, and Dixon enters the zone. Dixon going to have a shot. That gets blocked. Goes back in behind the net. Kurlock there to recover that one. First penalty almost over. Shot comes through without a rebound. And Flegel covers it up with 2 seconds to go here in the first penalty. 21 seconds to go in the second. 13:13 to go, and the shots are 9-6. Raiders have to be careful of the Fire's getting kicked out. Kurlock pushes that into the corner, and that one's going to come around, and Yonker's going to keep it in at the line. Ingram has it. She enters the zone with it. 7 seconds to go here in the second penalty. And the Fire have killed off a lengthy 5-on-3. That comes out in front. Welcher doing a good job to keep that puck alive. Good pinch by Trotter. Keeps it in the corner. Puts one off the side of the net. That one almost gets in. And it does go in! Woo! Trotter stays with that puck, and it's a 2-1 lead. And the Raiders take the lead 2-1 off a good pinch by Trotter, and she kept with the puck. I didn't have the replay on it.
That's a smart play. She meant to do that.
Elliott chips it up off the half boards, and she's in a battle on the half boards. Comes back to the point. Martin has it. Good job by Elliott. Elliott skates it out. She puts a pass up. Matthews chips it in deep. And then on the forecheck goes Elliott. Elliott and Matthews are on the forecheck. Kaya Borbandi coming in on the back check. Fire have it in behind their own net, and they're skating it out. Chips up off the boards and into the center ice zone. Elliott takes control, gets it over to her partner, Borbandi. Borbandi chips it up and out into the neutralized zone. Back D to D, and comes over to Kaya Borbandi. Borbandi chips it in, and McLeod now in on that. McLeod wins the race to the puck in the corner. Her and Borbandi have it in the feet. Fire now pick it off. Santos with a good pinch, but it gets by her. And Welby there to clean up that. And it comes into the neutralized zone. And Yonker skates it in. She goes in, chips it in behind the net. Fire take the puck and get it up the half boards and come away with it. They content just to shoot it out into the neutralized zone. Dixon now skates it back in. Again, 2-1 lead. Shots are 9-7 for the Raiders. Face-off coming up in the Fire zone. 11:16 to go here in the second period. Raiders win that. Get it back. Dixon turns. She has it on the half wall and chips it back. Trotter's got it. gathers that puck up at her own, at the goal line, puts it back in behind the net for Santos. Santos has it in her feet. Good job to lift the stick of the Fire player. And Eason comes out to the point. She blocks that, loses track of it, goes straight up in the air. That comes through traffic. And Trotter, glove save there out in front of the net. Dixon tries to get that up the boards, unable to, and Trotter now skates away with it. She's going to try a cross ice, gets it all the way down. That could be icing, but no, that's got a good draw. Easton in on the forecheck. She blows a tire and out it comes to center. Borbandy has it. She dumps it back in deep, gets to the line, but Claire now pinches it. Claire Hobbs pinches off a player, and it's scrum here at the blue line. This would be a good time to figure out where the puck is, and the Fire skate away with it. Nelson has it. She dumps it in. Neff has it. She puts one towards the net. Nelson passes it off the boards to herself, and Wiltshire takes control of it. She gets a pass up into the... Oh! Had it in her feet. She dumps it in deep. And then on the forecheck goes Wiltshire. Fire skated out of their zone, but get dispossessed in the neutralized zone by Borbandy. Borbandy comes away with a puck. She takes a couple of slashes. Borbandy stands him up. Nelson playing tough in there. A pass coming out into the center ice zone, and Borbandy dumps it in deep. She's now skating in on it and forces Flegel to make a save. Little John going on between Borbandy and Nelson. Get a little sandpaper in this game. Face-off coming up deep in the Fire zone with 9:12 to go here in the second period. 2-1 lead. Scramble draw goes off to the half boards. Raiders take control of it. McLeod tries to pass it out front. Welby on the puck. Welby and Trotter there to pinch it in, and Leduc now in on that. Fire skate away to center ice. They dump it in deep. Trotter back into play it. She tries to chip it up. Comes all the way back to the point. McLeod out there, take control. Good stick lift by McLeod. Fire control it back at the point. They dump it back in behind the net. Good stick by Yonker. But it comes to the bouncing puck. Hopped over McLeod's stick. And the Fire still control it. Ali with an easy save. Wrist shot from the blue line. It's only her second shot of this period with 8:25 to go. Shots are 7-2 in this period. 10-8 overall for the Fire, but 2-1 on the scoreboard for the Raiders. Going up with that Sydney Trotter goal. Comes into the slot. Ali with a blocker save. Pushes that off into the corner. Yakachuk for the Fire has it. And that did come out. Looked like it did. The Raiders chip it up off the boards and get it into the other zone. That's going to be offside. Kurlock on it. Good chance there for the Fire, but they shot that wide. The puck still at the line. They wrap it around and get it in behind the net. Right out in front. Couldn't handle that. And Easton now skates it up. Gains the line, but that's offside. Kurlock just in a little bit ahead of that play. Face-off coming up with the neutral zone with 7:38 to go here in the second period. Borbandy, Ingram, and Wiltshire out. Lines look like they're in a little bit of a blender today. That one's going to be icing. And the face-off's going to come back deep into the Fire zone. scramble that draw and the fire take it away. Some good play in the neutralized zone by Wiltshire there. Abby Borbandy has it in the corner. She gets it up to the half boards. Wiltshire in there, trying to dispossess the fire player, and she managed to get the deep. Trotter has it. She turns around. Some good forechecking though by the fire. Wiltshire now takes control. She's going to skate it up.
That's it, Wilty. Go.
She goes all the way. Turns. That one gets blocked and goes out of play. And we're going to have a face-off deep in the fire zone. Raiders control that, get it back to the point. Santos dumps it back in deep. Matthews on it. She's pinched off there by Martin in the corner. Raiders skate away with that puck. Leduc gets it back to the point. Yonker, slap shot through traffic, doesn't get through. Pushed off to low in the corner, low on the puck. On the forecheck now. Fire try to get it out of their own zone, unable to. Hobbs battling down there with Matthews along the corner. Matthews comes away with the puck. And McKinley Nelson skates away for the fire. Leduc in there. Hobbs is out there as well. And that's going to be way offside. And out skates Santos. Santos hits the line. And there's going to be a penalty coming up. Looks like Kurlock's going for holding the stick. 2 minutes for holding. So with 5:47 to go, the Fire go on their fourth power play. They're 1 for 3. McLeod out to kill this one off. She gets control of that off the draw and fires it all the way down the ice. Flag allowed to play it. She leaves it for her defenseman. Neff's got it for the Fire in behind her own net. Setting it up with 5:34 to go here in the second period. She skates out. A little bit of a mini break. And a soft shot. Forces a face-off deep in the Fire zone though. Good play by McLeod there to keep that puck alive. Just couldn't get enough on it. Borbandy now out. She wins that draw, but the Fire control it on the half boards and get it back in behind their own net. Borbandy and Dixon out there with Trotter and Yonker, killing the rest of this penalty with 1:22 to go in the penalty. Neff skates it up. Yakachuk has it. She's bothered in the center ice zone by Lowe, and they enter the zone. Comes across. Gets it to the point. That's off. Thank you. And it is offside with 9 seconds to go. Shots are 11-9 here with 3:55 to go. In the second period, 9 seconds to go in Kurlock's penalty. Matthews out. Comes out front. Ali's doing a good job. Fire have that one. Dump it back in deep. Tried to come out front, but a good stick there. That one comes up and out skates. She's going to dump it in. She's got in the corner. Has 2 Fire players on her. And Ingram loses control in center ice zone and back skates. Good save by Allie. Rebound comes right out in front. She covers that one up. 13-9 the shots, 2:49 to go. 2-1 on the scoreboard in favor of the Raiders. Puck goes in behind the Raiders net, rimmed around. Hopped over Wiltshire's stick and back goes Borbandy. Nelson in behind the net. Gathers it up for the Fire. Into the corner, Hobbs has it. Hobbs battling with Borbandy. Borbandy chips that puck away. And it comes around the boards into the near corner. Ingram there. Hobbs in there battling against Trotter. Trotter doing a good job of tying that puck up. 2:08 to go here in the second period. Borbandy pushes it off, and that's going to be a call. And Nelson in again. It's 11 again, ref. Yeah, have a look. Same girl every time. She won't like it if Borbandy gets mad at her. Leduc out to take this draw against Benko. Benko wins that back to the point. Throws one through. Allie steers that back in behind the net. Fire control that back in behind the net. Get it out front. Lundell. That's going to be a penalty. No penalty. Wow. Surprise, there was a hook there. Raiders got away with one and Dixon dumps it in. That was icing. I didn't call it. Good. Comes through. Fire control it and get it out into the center ice zone where Yonker has it. Yonker dumps it in. Doesn't get it deep though, and the Fire skated out. Here comes Martin. She's going to shoot that. Allie steers that into the corner. Rimmed around the boards, and Kurlock goes after it. She chips it up off the boards, but it gets blocked by Neff. Goes in behind the net. Santos has it, and she dumps it all the way down the ice. No icing. And on the forecheck goes Welby. A couple of good tries on a wraparound, and there's a trip. And with 54 seconds to go, Kurlock draws a tripping call. Oh, he missed a lot of calls there. Oh, absolutely. There was a lot of traffic out front. You could have thrown that one back. Got some color commentary going beside me here. I should give him a headset. Elliot Borbandy out, along with Kaya Borbandy settling in to take the draw with Matthews and shot comes through traffic. That just gets deflected wide. Matthews on the puck. She wasn't able to control it. And that one goes all the way down the ice. Allie out to stop it. Allie's going to rim that run around the boards. Borbandy in stride. Borbandy cuts it into the middle, but can't get through. And the Fire going to control this one and send it down the ice for Yakachuk. 23 seconds to go here in the period. 2-1 Raiders. 2 goals this period. Elliott tries to skate it out. She's got ahead of steam with 12 seconds to go. Makes a nice move. Gets pushed off the puck though. Good defensive positioning, and Lowe's in there. With 2 seconds to go, we got to get a shot off. Oh, rocket of a shot to end the period. And the second period comes to a close. The scores Raiders 2, Fire 1. 8-7 in this period on the shots, 15-9 overall. We'll take a break and we'll see you guys in the next period. The start of the third period. 2-1 Raiders lead. We'll be back with the and back for the third period. Here comes your Rocky Mountain Raiders. Ingram, Leduc, Wiltshire starting up. Looks like Trotter and Yonker. 20 minutes on the clock, 2-1 on the scoreboard in favor. Start on a 106. Leduc settles in. She's going to take. Wiltshire gets it back. Yonker skates back into his own zone. Head up. Trotter has to circle. Over to Yonker. Yonker has it. Up to Leduc. Gets it over to Trotter. Trotter dump it in and go after it. Back in behind the net. Reversed. Trotter's going to go and try and keep it in with a pinch. That gets out. And Yonker's going to have to be on her horse. She chips it up. No one there, though, to give her some. Benko causing some trouble. Yakic to go here in the power play. Gets it up to Low. Low tips. Low puts it over and gets it to Kurlock. Kurlock's going to dump it in. And with 5 seconds to go in the power play, that's going to do it. Coming out of the was Brooks, and that should be icing. Don't call it icing, so must have shot the puck down the ice before the penalty was over. And it looks like Borbani is going to get a body contact penalty. 2 minutes. Interference. And the Fire go on their 5th power play. They're 1 for 4. Fire scramble that draw. Elliott's takes control on the half boards. She's pinched off in the corner. Puck down in deep. Fire finally come away with the puck, get it back to the point, but it skips over Neff's stick and center ice. Hard on it. Welby along with McLeod. McLeod tries to chip it in. Didn't get it deep. That's going to come. Shot comes in. Alley spills that one. Big rebound out front. Coming right. And Alley comes out. Came right down Broadway. Shot comes in. Alley spills that one. Big rebound out front. Coming right. And Alley comes out. Face-off comes back. LaPlante gets it at the point. Through, gets blocked though. And that one comes out into the center ice zone. Dixon here on the Bandy. Borbani puts a D over to her D to Trotter. Trotter skates it up. She shoots one in. Goaltender. And the Fire settled it in behind their own net. Nelson has it. She puts a pass across back to the D. And that goes into the center ice zone, and Trotter is now on it. She puts that one off. Borbani in on it. Gets it over to Nelson here at her own blue line. Skates to center ice. Makes a pass. Gets it right back. Ridden off the puck, but managed to control it. Gets into the slot for Hobbs. Rising shot goes up over off the glass. And back to the point, and it gets by the all the way down the ice, and that'll that, and 16:26 to go here in the third period. Here comes Lundell for the Fire entering the zone. Shot that gets blocked by Yonker. Doing a good job to stay in the lane. Back to Lundell though, comes out in front, right out. Alley with a big save and covers up the rebound. 16:26 to go here in the third period. Here comes Lundell for the Fire entering the zone. Shot that gets blocked by Yonker. Doing a good job to stay in the lane. Back to Lundell though, comes out in front, right out. Alley with a big save and covers up the rebound. But the Fire come away with the puck. They have it out there. That one whistles just over the net and goes all the way up back to the line. Holt keeps it at the line for the Fire. And behind the net. Banco doing some stick handling. She gets a shot away. Kieran steers out to the corner. Yonker has it in the corner, comes in behind the net. Banco with the puck. That's right out in front. Good job by Trotter to kick that away. And the Raiders skated up to the center. Wilcher gets it into the zone, but doesn't get it deep, and the Fire turn it back up. They dump it all the way down in. Sky Borbani, she puts dumped in deep. In on it's Dixon. Ingram, and the Fire turn it up. It into the corner. Fire still on the puck. Borbani has it. And the Raiders are going to take another penalty. Hooking. Looks like Elliott's going to the box. The third trip of the game to the box. Hooking. 14:44. The Raiders are going to have to kill off another. McLeod wins that draw. Santos couldn't gather the puck though, and the puck stays in the zone. One-time shot. 1:46 to go in the penalty. Elliott. 14:30 to go in the third period. Shots are 21-10 in favor of the Fire, but 2-1 on the scoreboard in favor of the Raiders. Raiders win that and get it all the way down the ice, and it's a little bit of a foot race. McLeod tried to win that. Dumped in deep. Fire regroup back in their own zone. She skates to center. Enters the zone. Slap shot. Goes up over top of the glass and into the corner. Santos back to play it. Couldn't get a handle on it, and the Fire control it back in behind the net. Right out in front. Comes across the face of goal, but no harm, no foul. Yonker on it. LaPlante couldn't handle it. 13:42 to go here in the 56-second to go in the penalty to Jocelyn Elliott. Leduc and Ingram out, along with Borbandi and Trotter out on the penalty kill. Face-off coming up. Leduc wins that draw, gets it to Borbandi. A little bit of a read. Duke on the forecheck almost stripped the puck. Gets out to center and out skates Wiltsey. Wiltsey one comes in. Ali steers out to the corner, or maybe it got blocked to the corner. Leduc in there. Leduc doing a good job. And it's even strength now as Elliott returns to the ice with 12:40 to go here in the third period. 2-1 on the scoreboard. Raiders now with 10 shots in the game. Good job by Dixon there to interrupt a passing play, and Hobbs has it for the Fire. She puts a pass back to her defense, and that one goes over her stick and all the way down the ice, and Yonker is now in a foot race, and she wins it. Takes control of it, chips it up off the half boards. Dixon's got it. She gets pinches off the puck here. Continues it with it and gets it over to, looks like Santos. That's going to be icing, it looks like, and that will be icing. 12:03 here to go here in the third period. Face-off coming up to Kieran's right. Low Eason and Borbandi out there. Raiders get that draw. And hard on it here is Low. Low skates it into the zone. She has it in the corner. Cycles it back to the point. Borbandi loses the handle though. Goes D to D. That one goes off a skate and goes all the way back down, and Trotter's forced to retreat. She goes back in behind her net. Cycles it back. Kaya Borbandi takes over. She chips it into the corner. She's puts it up to Low. Low takes one in the midsection and tries to get it off. That could have been interference there by Lundell. And a good outlet pass, and the Raiders skate it out. Dump it in deep. Go for a change. Matthews with a good job getting that in deep. And out comes a fresh set of players. That's going to be icing all the way down. And with 11:04 left in the third period, Raiders have a face-off deep in the Fire zone. Leduc out there with Wiltshire and Ingram. Fire win that draw and get it back in the corner. Hard on the forecheck is Ingram. And the Fire get it up onto the half boards and skate it out. They reach center and dump it in deep. And that goes around the boards, and Elliott's there on the puck. And the Fire get control of it. Dangerously out in the middle of the ice, but Elliott skates away with it. She's going to make it up to center, and she dumps it in deep. That comes a funny hop off the boards and almost came out in front, but the Fire skated out. Crooks has it. and she's going to fire a shot. Allie steers that off to the corner. Comes back to the point. Kept in by Neff. Neff gets it across to Bulger. Bulger fires one up. That one goes up, takes a deflection, and goes over the net. Back in the corner. Grace Cricks with a goal. Comes back to the point. Kept in by Neff. Neff gets it across to Bulger. Bulger fires one up. That one goes up, takes a deflection, and goes over the net. Back in the corner. Grace Cricks ripped a snapshot up on the short side, up over the shoulder, and it's 2-2. 26-10 the shots on goal. 10-14 to go here in the third period, and it's a tie game. Raiders need to get a little more energy here going here in the third period. Spent a lot of time in their own zone. McLeod gets that puck to center, but the Fire retreat into their own zone. Welby in on the forecheck. They go D to D, and McLeod does a good job to get that off her stick, and Yonkers got to now be on her horse. She does a good job to keep that puck in. Gets it over to McLeod. McLeod has it. She puts it back in the corner, and Yonker now reverses it. She gets checked. In behind the net. Almost tripped over the net. Grace Crooks unassisted at 10-14 was the time of that goal. That comes out in front. Shot comes through traffic. That gets blocked, and out skates McLeod. McLeod chips it up to center, and the Fire are going to regroup. And they come back in. Noonan has it. She takes a shot. Allie's going to scoop that up and hold on and get a whistle. 9:09 to go. Tie now at 2-2. 27-10 the shots. Scramble draw. Raiders take control of it, put it to the half boards. Fire skate away with it. They get it back to the line. Shot through traffic, doesn't make it through. Poor Bandy blocked that. Took a little bit of a slash there, shook it off. Fire keep it in though. Coming around. Out in front. Allie with a big pad save. And the Fire still control it. They keep it in. They get it in deep. Pushed off the puck. And Borbandy tried to skate away. She was unable to. Now Elliott does, and there's going to be a penalty coming up. Cross-checking. Kaya Borbandy going for cross-checking. And the Fire are going to go back on the power play. Go. Off now, deep in the Raiders zone. 8:27 to go. Scramble that draw. Gets it back to the point. Doesn't get out. And the Fire set it up on the half boards. Lundell looks like she's got it. She puts it back to Bulger. All the way across. Lundell takes it on the far boards. She's going to skate in the middle. She tries a shot. Hard wrist shot. That went high and wide. Comes back. Point for Neff and skips over her stick and all the way down the ice. Hard on it is Brooke Lowe, and she forces the turnover. Forcing a save by Flagel. With 1:24 to go in the penalty to Kaya Borbandy. Lowe doing a good job, or Ingram doing a good job of forechecking. Fire's now skated into the zone. Shot. Allie with the save. Pushes it off into the corner. Comes out into the middle. Banco passes it over, puts it off to the half boards, back to the point. Slap shot, comes through traffic, but it gets blocked. And Kurlock's there to try and get that puck, and Santos controls it. She's going to eat it in the corner. Lundell controls it. She tries to get out in front. That one away and puts it into the corner. Kurlock's got it. She tried to push it by Lundell and it was unable to. That one comes back to And Yonker with a great job of getting that one out. And Kurlock goes in on the forecheck. And out comes Wilcher. And a fresh set. Wilcher now in on the forecheck. And Abby Borbandi doing a good job of cutting that pass off here in the penalty. Last rush for the Fire on this with 6:35 to go here in the third period. And they enter the zone. Shot gets blocked. A good job, and that ends the power play. Raiders kill it off. 6:21 to go. Comes back to the point. D to D. Slap shot gets blocked and could go the other way. Good job by McLeod to block that shot. And Yakachuk can't get by Borbandi. Borbandi takes it. She gets interfered with, and that is going to be an interference penalty. Bailey Fiala stepped into her check, and she's going for 2 minutes. Raiders, late power play here in the third period. Borbandi low, and it looks like Matthews out there with Yonker. Fire win that draw, but they lose control of it. Low causes some trouble. But Fire get control of that, get it to the line, not out. Trotter sends one back through, comes right into the slot, just can't get a shot away on the backhand. On the half boards. She turns, tries to get it in, but squirts into the center ice zone. Trotter controls it. Borbandi controls it now. She's going to skate it. She comes up to center, enters the zone. She still has control of it, puts a pass across, no one there. Shot comes through traffic looking for a deflection out in front. Low wasn't there. Trotter tries shooting a shot on an angle, and forced to retreat all the way down the ice is Yonker. Yonker goes back to gather that up. She goes back in behind her own net, puts it off the half boards to herself, and chips one up. And now it could be a 2-on-1 had Leduc caught up to that, but the Fire control that puck, and they're going to skate it out. They have a 3-on-2 going the other way. They have too many men. They have too many men. Too many men! Too many men! Oh, it was an offsetting penalty? Oh, shit. I thought we were on the power play. Apparently it was a coincidental penalty. I was unaware it was a coincidental. I didn't know you could take a penalty when you got interfered with, but apparently you can.
Should be 4-on-4.
Should be. Nelson comes in, enters the zone, makes a nice move, but gets checked. Comes to Hobbs in the corner. Hobbs gets a stick check and up the boards to Dixon. Dixon tries to get it out and does. She gets into the center ice zone where LaPlante retreats for the Fire. Hobbs comes in, makes a nice move, gets a shot. Alley spills that rebound. Yonker controls it, gets it in behind the net, puts it up to Wilcher. Wilcher's got it. She loses control of it, but Yonker cleans that up for her. Comes out to center ice. And that's going to go all the way down the ice for an icing. 3:42 to go. 2-2 on the scoreboard. 30-10 on the shot clock. What was that penalty? What was the other penalty?
Missed it. Was she not in there already? Or?
No, like it was, you called one penalty and then all of a sudden we got another one in. Raiders win that draw. Can't keep it in the zone though. Trotter has it. She goes to Kyle Borbandi. Borbandi tries to dump it in, unable to, and it's a little scrum in front of the Fire bench. To the point. And how is that not a penalty when the stick comes with you, because it's been shoved in there so far? Good play there by Borbandi to take control of that puck, and McLeod tries to enter the zone, but a couple of good sticks there. And Borbandi with a good back check Goes D to D. A little bit of a pass there. Borbandi now has it. She chips it out. Gets it to McLeod. McLeod taps it back to Abby Borbandi. Abby Borbandi off the boards. And they finally get it in deep. Leduc goes for a change. In on it, it's Dixon. Abby Borbandi on the pinch. That one gets by, and it could be a 2-on-1.
Oh, you got numbers here. Slow turnaround.
Yeah. Should have made that pass quicker. Matthews now has it. She chips it in, and she's going to chase. Leduc goes for a change. Out there is Leduc and Lowe, or Matthews and Lowe on the forecheck. And the Fire try to get it out, and they do. But a good back check by Kurlock. And she's going to go back and retreat behind her own net and pick that puck up. She chips it up off the boards and into the far corner where Crooks has it. And they skate out. With a head of steam, Kurlock comes in. She pushes it in deep. Goes in the corner. Tries to cycle it back. Dixon got dumped out in front. She's going to have to skate now. And it's a one-on-one here. And a good job by Santos not to bite on that. She's going to skate it out.
Shot on net. Get a shot on net.
Turns it over, and the Fire come back the other way, and they dump it in deep and go on the forecheck. Borbandi has it back. She chips it over to Yonker. Yonker controls it. She goes D to D. Santos not there. And the Fire pick it up in the corner. Coming into the slot. Shot comes through. Allie gloves that down and holds on for a face-off. .117 to go now in the third period. 2-2 on the scoreboard. Face-off coming up to Kieran's right. Borbandi settles in for the draw. She tries to push that one forward, but it comes back to the point. That one goes wide. Comes back to the point again for Fiala. Fiala whiffs on that one. And Wiltshire couldn't get on that one, and LaPlante goes back into her own zone. Puts it up the boards for Noonan.
1 minute.
1 minute to go in the third period. Shot comes in. Allie steers out to the corner. Trotter in the corner. Pinches her man off. Holds the puck over there in the corner. Comes loose. Noonan's got it. Two Fire players and Sydney Trotter in there with 39 seconds to go. Trotter's got it in her feet, and she pushes it back and puts it out of play. 33.7 seconds to go here. Kurlock's out for this draw. She's out there with McLeod. Fire win that draw, push it towards the net. McLeod couldn't get it up and out. Borbandi gets it in the corner. She's going to put it up off the glass, and that goes out of play as well. Another puck comes in. I think this is the most pucks per minute we've lost all year. Kurlock's going to settle in for this draw with 22.2 seconds to go. She wins that one, gets it back to Borbandi. Borbandi off the boards. Oh, and just missed a pass to Leduc, or to Welby. They dump it in deep. Fire control in the corner. And that's going to do it. So, knotted at 2 after the 60 minutes of play. We're going to have a 5-minute overtime period. Back here in the overtime period, 5 minutes on the clock. And the shots after 3 periods of play. Comes back into the Raiders zone. Trotter plays it up the board. Borbandi skates away with the puck. A little bit more room. She gets it over to McLeod here. McLeod's going to pass it up. Yep. With 4:41 to go. He wins it, gets it to Trotter. Trotter's going to settle it in behind. Puts it up the half boards to Welby. Welby ties up her man and it gets out to center. Crook's the goal scorer here in the third period. Alley with a nice glove save. No rebound. 4:26 to go here in the overtime period. Gets back to the point. Raiders get the puck though and get it out. She's going to try and go to the net. She gets pushed off a little bit by her check, but it goes in the corner, comes out in front, and outskate the Fire. They get a pass up, and now it's 1-on-1 the other way. Forced out. Over the boards, and the Raiders chip it out into the center ice zone. Kurlock goes for a change. LaPlante fires one down the ice. That could be icing, but no icing as Yonker goes back to retrieve it before it hits the line. She now skates it out. She's got a head of steam coming up. Wind it up. Keep going on. She tips it and goes after it. Comes off the boards and comes off the net. And the Raiders have the puck in behind the net. Leduc there on the puck, and the Fire team gets to the line but not out. Yonker with a shot gets blocked. And this one could be icing right here. And it is. With 3:21 to go here in the overtime period, we got 2-2 on the board. 33-10 the shots. Face-off coming up deep in the Fire zone. To the right of Jessica Flegel. Kurlock out for the draw along with Wiltshire. Kurlock scrambles that draw. Wiltshire wins it. It's in the feet, gets it back to the line. Trotter can't keep it in. She's going to skate back. She puts it up off the Matthews puts it in. Still in the zone. Comes back to the line, and Wiltshire takes to Trotter. Trotter puts it into the center ice zone, but the Fire take control, and now a little ping pong. Kurlock's got it. She's going to dump it in deep. Ooh, that could have been a penalty right there by Bulger. Should have been a call. Matthews in a battle on the half boards. And that's going to be icing again. No ice. Bandy takes it off of her backhand. Gets a pass. The Raiders, they enter the zone. Welby tries a back pass. Doesn't work. She has it in the corner. Back to the point. Santos has it. She's going to put it back over to Welby. Welby's tries. Gets it to McLeod. McLeod. She has it. Comes out in front. Oh! And Borbandi with a nice little break. Didn't have any speed though, and a good back check. Keeps that puck in, but the puck's in the zone. Lowe keeps it in. She chips it up, and she goes after it. She has it along the half boards. Minute 45 to go here in the overtime period, and a little bit of a break for Noonan. But Borbandi with a great back check to the corner. Elliott wins a there with Nelson, and Borbandi now has it. She's going to skate it to Lowe. Lowe's dispossessed. Ooh. Oh, And Hobbs Dixon on the break. Steered off to the corner, and now back come the Fire.
1 minute.
4-on-4 action with a minute to go. LaPlante comes in, makes a nice move. But equal to the task was Borbandi. Borbandi with a great poke check at the last minute. Prevents a shot. Leduc in the corner. And we're going to have a face. 0.9 seconds to go here in overtime. One shot each. Ingram Trotter is going to take this draw. Win that. That one goes way wide. Shot. Ingram into the corner. Comes right not out, but a good it back in behind the net to Trotter. Trotter's got it. She puts a nice pass off the net. But the Fire control it at center. Shot, and Allie with a good save. Hobbs tried to move her as she slid across, but Allie's equal to the task. The Fire control it at center. Shot, and Allie with a good save. Hobbs tried to move her. Borbandi to take this draw along with McLeod, Welby, and Yonker to kill the last 11.8 seconds. Comes back to the point. Martin makes a pass to Lundell. Allie with a couple of saves. Benko in there trying to get a rebound. Yeah.
So now the Raiders have
yeah, take the man, yeah, exactly. Chance for a last shot. And that's going to do it. We're going to go to a shootout. Two tie after the overtime period, and we're going to go to a shootout. 36-11 the final shots. 2-2 though on the scoreboard. And now it's up to the shooters and the goalies to decide who gets the extra point.
put a warm puck in play. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah. It shouldn't be a warm puck. They should have one on ice.
The very last one that he threw in,
Well, they probably only had 5 pucks, right? So.
Yeah, and they were sitting on top there.
All right. Not quite sure who's the first. Haley Wiltshire is going to come out and be the first shooter for the Raiders.
Go, Wilchie!
And a save by Jessica Flegel off the first shot. And out comes Lundell shooting for the Fire.
Shooting for Calgary, number 6, Kenny Lundell.
And a goal by Lundell. Nice move. Slow played it. Made a nice move at the end. She skates in. Shoots and goes high, but it goes up over top of the net. Claire Hobbs out to shoot next for the Fire. And Allie with a big save to keep the game alive for the Raiders. Josie McLeod coming out. Third shooter for the Raiders. And that's it. Fire win it, 1-0 in the shootout, and that's the final. 3-2 for the Fire. Good effort by the Raiders today.
I gotta go.
Yeah, we'll see you.